guys! I have actually a proper light. Maybe I should film videos at 6 p.m. Wait, there's something there. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna talk about how I got into K-pop, which is actually a remake video of one of my old videos, because obviously everyone just has this video up and uploaded it pretty much in the beginning. So my story is really old there, I think, and now things a bit changed. I mean, not the story how I got into K-pop, but you know. So I'm gonna try to do this in one video, because I used to have it in 2 videos, and no, it's in one video. So my friend tried to get me into K-pop back in 2009. I'm pretty sure she showed me Chinese Ring Ding Dong. I'm 100% sure of that. She showed me 2PM's debut song, Shipjo Manjima Shipjo, and their color Samsung phone ad thingy, the color one. That's actually a really cool MV, the colors. Oh. Then I'm actually not so sure, but I think she did show me Story too, like, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But these 3 for sure she did show me, and I was like, oh, leave me alone with the Chinese. But, you know, I did change. And then, in the next summer, in 2010, so 2010, I got really into watching American TV shows, like a lot. I started to watch The Vampire Diaries then, and like, I didn't know what else I watched, but I watched so many. I did watch a lot. And the next summer wasn't any different. I started to watch new ones like Switch That Birth and The 9 Lives of Cloaking Whatever on ATC Family, and I was already watching Pretty Little Liars in 2011, so it was like my whole summer was about watching TV shows and like The Secret Life of the American Teenager. That's a long title, I know. So it wasn't that hard for my friend to get me into K-dramas. So she was watching Heartstrings, so the drama with Youngbwa and Park Shin-hye, and I was watching Switch That Birth, which I did stop since then. So I was watching it on my laptop, and she was watching it on our TV, so we were like in the couch, and I kept looking at the TV. So I was like kind of watching it, and I was like, oh, this is weird, and he kind of looks okay, I guess. And then I ended up watching deciding to watch Heartstrings, and this is the only drama. And then with my best friend, we went to visit my grandmother. But last year she was living in that city. Now she lives next door, like right there. She lives right there. So we went there, and she told me that there is another drama where both of them are together, and it's You Are Beautiful, but they don't end up together there. So it's like, okay, maybe you should watch it. So I watched that one. I liked it. Then I went back home and was like waiting for each episode for Heartstrings, and watched it, and was like, oh, I like this. And then somehow she did show me Lie to Me before, so I decided maybe I should watch Lie to Me too. You know, here, I love her. I didn't know that though. So I watched that one as well, and I just, oh, maybe I should watch others. And I already started to really like one song, and it's an OST, Lie to Me, and Gayun from Minute is singing, so that's the story how she became my bias actually. It's a weird story, like my early biases are weird. And I was already listening to 3 K-pop songs, just because when we were in the other city at my grandma's, my friend kept listening to those, and they were new that time, 2011. At 21's I'm the Best, Hyunna's Bubble Pop, and T-ara. I didn't know what T-ara song should I listen to, so it's just like I just remembered the name. You know, it's really easy to remember unique names. Like T-ara is a word which you remember, but it's weird how they write it down, so you're like, oh, I can remember that. So T-ara is actually a really good K-pop group name, I think. So I just typed it, and Why Are You Being Like This was the first. So I listened to those 3 songs. And then my friend came over again, and she showed me tons of K-pop songs, like a lot of them. And it was like, I like this one, I don't like this one, and this was so weird. That list was so weird. Like CM Blue, because of Youngbwa, was like my favorite boy group that time, and SHINee was maybe a second, kinda. And I liked 21's and T-ara a lot. And it's weird how FX, I only liked La Chata for the first listen, but I think it was because it was really late, like after midnight, and it's like half sleeping, no, I don't care, like, it's not good, that's not good, oh, that's good, no. Like, I didn't pay much attention there, I think. So certain songs didn't make it, certain songs did. So it's just like a massive K-pop songs that I was listening to. And then like in September I discovered more of FX and each groups. I discovered more and more songs. And this is how I like started my journey in K-pop, like in August of 2011. Then I was listening to Mrs. Simple already. I like Mrs. Simple, Banana and Sorry Sorry as well. They were on my list. Was like, oh, why are there so many people? No, because it's good. That's how it should be. Because Super Junior, it's only Donkey. Like, there is a poster. Like, they should be, like, they should have more members. Like, yeah, so, in October, so I had one of my final exams, my English exam done before. So I had empty classes. Like, I didn't have classes at certain hours in the day. And from another class in my year, there was a girl who also didn't have the English class anymore. And some others, and just went to sit with them because, like, from my class, I was pretty much the only one who had empty classes that time, or how do you call it? So didn't have classes then, in the middle of the day. So she saw Youngwa's name written on my notebooks, like at the top of the notebooks, like the cover. It's like, oh, I know him. It's like, what? It's like, he's my husband. And I asked her, who's her husband? I know, it was so weird back then. I was like 17, so weird. And then she was like, oh, Siobhan. It's like, okay, who's that? Like, Super Junior. Oh, the many guys. Like, there are many of them. And then when you hear about Super Junior only for an entire week, you just get curious. And I don't know, I just learned them, and I don't know, I just learned Super Junior. And she lent me some DVDs, and actually Mini Drama was the first thing I watched with them, and then so on, other stuff. And I started to listen to so many of their songs, and for months we only talked about Super Junior. I actually learned FX a week before just on my own because I didn't know there's only 5 members, and I had a problem telling the difference between Sully and Crystal. You know, my eyes were just not used to their faces yet. Now it's like I see every difference, but you know, when you get into K-pop they really look more alike. It's not you being racist, it's actually just because your eyes are used to like people around you. So like Koreans can't really tell white people apart or black people apart. That's like a normal thing, like when you first, but when you get into it you will get better at this. It's like there is nothing wrong with this. So I was like learning Super Junior, certain members did the same, like, and then like in December I was already like, okay, I love them the most. I watched so many things with them, and just like, and I was just talking to her and her friend, like the 3 of us in school, and my best friend, like we were talking about K-pop in general with my best friend who went to another school. So that's kind of how I got into K-pop first, and then Super Junior. So I know which day I count myself an elf from. I count myself an elf from the 7th of November because the Super Junior anniversary is the 6th. And I remember going to school on the 7th, and like, I know things about them, like I know them pretty well. My friend was already testing me with pictures on her phone, who is this, and if I didn't know, that was pretty much Inyak always. It's like, I don't know, I never recognized him, like, how? Now I don't understand. So, like, she was testing me, and like, I went to school on the 7th, and I was like, oh, it was yesterday, like their anniversary or something. I was like, oh, and they were like, yes. And since that memory is like so clear in my mind, that's when I really count myself from an elf, because that on, like, they were really the most important. Like, okay, other K-pop groups, who cares? Like Super Junior. And I got my first album in December, and then in February mainly, maybe I got like the Super Show 3 DVD in January, and then in February I got many albums, many, like a couple, but still compared to the previous ones I got many. And then in the end of May in 2012 I started my YouTube channel. So in less than a year, so I wasn't into K-pop actually for a year. But I didn't know about K-pop for longer before, so wow, I actually did this so much better than the first time, like in like almost 3 years ago. So it's crazy because now when I'm filming this, I know that I've been into K-pop for 4 years now. I know there are many people who were more, but actually 4 years is starting to get like you do realize that this is the time you spend in high school, 4 years, like, except in Korea that's only 3 years, but like, it's actually crazy that I've been into K-pop for so long, and I'm excited for November because then I can say I've been an elf for 4 years. I'm gonna be proud of it, like, over 5 years, but like for now I'm just like, yeah, I've been an elf for pretty long, but not long enough. It's never long enough. It's like, so that was my how I got into K-pop story. I'm sure many of you have gotten into K-pop through anime or just random YouTube, like really random YouTube, and just like suggested videos and like, oh, what is this? That's another way. Because I got into K-pop through my best friend, who introduced me to it through K-dramas, because the first attempt was a fail. She got into K-pop through anime. She got into K-pop through that, and yes, I did this. I did this. Thank you for watching, and you can share your story in the comments. Bye.